So the Xbox Developer Direct was a couple days ago on Thursday. It showed off some upcoming games, and the developers had some things to say about them. We're just going to go through each. There was not many. It wasn't a very long one.
Thankfully.
And we're going to share our thoughts.
I want to start off by saying the way they shot this was really nicely done. The music, the
I did
whole
notice that
camera,
as well.
everything was fantastically done. I loved it.
What, the whole direct, you mean?
Yeah, like the camera
like
work, just the documentary style, like the way they shot it.
Interviews and whatever, or
Very
whatever,
good.
the featurettes.
Very, 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 very good.
Yeah. Oxide Games had a game called Ara.
Ara History Untold.
This doesn't look half bad, I'll say
Yeah.
that. I have dabbled in Civ games, and I did enjoy them, but I never really got that deep into them. So I just kind of would play them and...
What made you not get into them, though? Like,
I don't know.
For me, it was the half-hour turns that everyone had to take, right?
Yes.
It was brutal. It was fucking brutal waiting for someone to do their turn. That's what turned me off the most.
Right.
You're talking about the Civ game?
Yeah, the Civ games.
Yeah.
This game
This game is simultaneous.
has simultaneous turns. All players' actions are done at the same time. It's not turn-based, and you don't have to wait 20 minutes for your buddy to figure his shit out.
I've never seen that, I don't think.
This is new. This is completely new to this
That's a new
this genre,
thing.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, which is I think is going to be awesome because in the real world, you're not going to wait for someone's turn, right? You're going to be building. You're going to be.
So would this make these games shorter, maybe? You could actually
I think
play
so
a
for
game?
sure. Yes,
Like
yes.
maybe in a night or something?
I think so.
That could be
Well,
cool.
in the real world, it would be both, technically. You would be doing
Yeah,
both
but
because
to
you
a
have
certain
to
extent, right?
Yeah, you would react to what your enemy does type thing, right?
Yeah, but this one you're like building and growing, and then
At the same time, yeah.
at the same time you can see what your guy is
see
doing.
what he's doing
Yeah,
and
you,
react.
you have to go and recon. You have to go and do
Yeah.
your thing, right? Not like okay, I'm done my turn. Next, and you fucking sleep for half an
So
hour.
it's more like an RTS than a
It's like in
than
between.
a Civ game. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Because I'm more of a real-time strategy player like Warcraft 3, StarCraft 2, Age of Empires 2. That shit I love. And I think this is a little bit more like that kind of style away from the Civ. So I think it's going to be a really cool mix. I'm excited. I think it'll be cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be a real sleek look.
I definitely want to try it. If it comes, is it going to be on Game Pass? Like if it's on Game Pass,
Yeah.
I'll fucking-
Oh, yeah. All
try
these
it
should
for
be on
sure.
Game Pass other than this.
I don't know. I put this one on, obviously the game reveals I'll skip because I'm still not into the RTS thing. And I think these are some interesting developments for the genre, but I think that frankly it needs those developments because I think that it's just a dying genre. I thought about that and I started wondering, I'm going to ask you guys a question because I was philosophizing last night about it. And I was like, why were RTS games so big in the past? Was it because they only had so much hardware with which to build these little mini worlds and like it was easier to kind of develop these kind of games, because it didn't require these super gorgeous, vast kind of landscapes, where you were immersed in. Instead, it was just a lot like the hardware facilitated that type of game. So there were more of them back then, but now people are making these insanely huge, ambitious games that, aren't really RTS. So I don't know. I was just thinking about that and I feel like it's a kind of a dying genre. And I was like, I'm just not into it anymore. I don't want to like
Yeah, I
take
think it's just like a
control
fad,
of
maybe
some little city and then budget and like do responsible things to ensure a smooth functioning society.
Yeah, but people love that. City builders, all that kind of stuff.
I know,
Yeah, it's
but
all
I'm
kind
just
of
saying that's
together.
what
This
I'm
is
not
a-
interested anymore.
This is a civilization builder. You build your civilization.
not for
and
me.
this one looks like it's going to span over
I don't
quite
want to play God.
a long
I don't want
time.
to play God. You're not God. You don't know me.
God. You don't know me.
But I think what they like, doing those strategy games, I think the scope is easier to tell a story from like a larger like lore kind of perspective. Like take StarCraft, StarCraft and AoE 2 to tell those kind of stories, like those history epics.
Yeah.
It's kind of easier to take it in when you're zoomed out and you can like see everything from above, it's kind of easier to take in the story and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's why a lot of people like it. But
I just want they're just not immersive enough for me. That's that's the seat that I occupy on this council. Because like I want to kill shit with my own hands via sword or sorcery and level up my character, adventure, do whatever I want, and that doesn't even apply to fantasy. It can be sci-fi, whatever. But yeah, the RTS thing, I can't get on board anymore. It would have to be super unique and super cool and original, and the way they do it. Like I was a huge fan of Company of Heroes. That's true, because you could zoom down to like ground level and like go over the shoulder and watch them fight on like an eye level. That was so cool. But I haven't really seen that since. But then I haven't been playing tons of RTS. So anyway, that's just my thoughts. I'll be vetoing this Sid Meier's thing. Whatever. What's it called?
It's not Sid Meier. It's
Oxide.
Ara. It's called
Ara.
I thought it was a Civ game.
History Untold.
No, it's a Civ-esque.
It's the Civ
style.
developers.
Okay, it looked like it.
It's
Civ 5. Yeah.
It's the people who invented Civ, isn't it? It's like some of the people, some of the original guys.
Some of the original guys, but I know these guys made Civ 5 is what they said in the.
Oh, that's where the confusion lied. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I what I noted most, these guys seem like they really like strategy games, like the developers. So I think being big fans of the genre, they might actually bring something together that could be special for those fans of that genre. I'll try it.
So that's Ara History Untold coming to PC sometime this fall.
Okay.
What's next?
Do we want to even talk about the Square Enix?
Visions of Mana, yeah. I had generally
my
uninterested.
notes were not interested.
Yeah.
Looks like most other kind of JRPG style game.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's all I had.
I had that
But
as well.
But I did love the enthusiasm of the developers and those Japanese developers and how much they love what they do, and I appreciate that. But I can't do it.
Yeah, I had very colorful, vibrant, and it looked pretty creative. I haven't played a Mana game in 30 years. I'm not
we haven't said what it is. This is Visions of Mana
I think I said it.
by Square Enix. Visions
Square
of
Enix.
Mana.
Why were they even in this? I don't understand why they were even in an Xbox Developer Direct. But again, yeah, my thoughts, very colorful, vibrant, and creative. It looked like it looks. I don't know. I haven't played a Mana game in 30 years. I don't plan on starting now.
I mean, it looks like all those other games.
Yeah, it looks like every other
Dragon Quest
Dragon
or
Quest. Yeah,
whatever
exactly.
the hell all those
I
other
did
ones.
like
Tales games,
I did like the Koshi Ishii though, and his sweet leather jacket. That guy was fucking cool.
That guy was cool.
He was the coolest guy.
Cool.
But did it interest me? No.
No,
That reminds me of a
not a
meme
single iota.
that Maximum sent in our group chat of, I think it was Final Fantasy VIII. And it was like a scene where you're at like some ball or gala and some girl is saying to you, "You're the best looking guy here." And it shows a close up of like your character's in-game face, and it's just all pixelated.
Okay. What's next? We want to do Avowed here.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yes, let's talk about this. Here.
Okay, we got Avowed by Obsidian Games.
Man.
This is going to be is this for PC and Xbox?
Everything, I think, isn't it?
Windows PC and Xbox Series X.
I mean, it does look great. I'll definitely give it that. The environments and just the colors.
I honestly
they
wish,
popped out at me.
Yeah, I see. I wish I could see it more. I was watching it on the TV in 1080p and I was like, I want clear. I want to see this. Because I know that they've been in development for how long with this? Has this
Quite a
been
while.
like what?
Probably a
5
while.
years or something? Been a while.
Yeah.
But we're finally seeing it now, kind of what it's going to look like. And I was like, oh, damn, like the lighting looked great. The environments looked awesome. I really like the immersive kind of dialogue. And again, with that dialogue, right? That kind of the decent
did
voice
touch on
acting
that,
thing
yeah.
going on.
Like the decision making.
The decisions,
they touched
yeah,
on that.
that's right. Because she was talking about consequences and stuff too.
Yeah,
I am
it
very
it looks like Oblivion or Skyrim style first person fantasy RPG. I don't know. I just other than like the visuals, I just don't really feel it for this.
Yeah,
one.
there was
like,
something.
It just doesn't look like something
missing.
that would interest me.
I
I didn't really
curious.
like the look of the combat. It just didn't seem that
looked very
engaging.
early. It looked a very early build.
Just like
and
sword,
it's coming out
shield,
soon.
gun, magic
Well,
wand.
I mean, you can freeze
it's all it
something with
looked like.
magic and then kill it with your sword and it explodes. Like, that's kind of cool. There's cool, like, you can use different combinations to defeat them and stuff. So that was neat.
Dual wands. That was cool. dual ones was
Yeah,
cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just didn't. It just didn't do it for me. I don't know.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
I do
what
appreciate the look of it though, and the
Yeah.
devs seem like they're passionate about
they're
the project,
very passionate. Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
hope people enjoy it. But
The first person battling, the swords looked really nice. The details and everything looked very nice. The spell casting looked really nicely done. It didn't look anything different or difficult, but like, what can you do more than Skyrim has already done in first person? You know what I mean? Like, yes, everyone's always gonna be like, oh, it's like a Skyrim with this, a Skyrim with that. And there's a reason why. It's because Skyrim was so fucking good. Okay, and what they did in it all those years ago. Yeah. But like
it
there
is
was
good.
I don't know what they showed us, like a super early build. This doesn't look like it would be ready for a release this year, to be honest, from what they showed. The world kind of looked
Really? I did
Just
not
like-
get that vibe. I did not get that.
I felt it looked kind of empty. It was very curated to what they were
Yeah.
showing. You know what I mean?
I
Like
don't know, it was
one
missing
enemy on
something. I don't
screen.
know.
It was missing. It was missing something to me.
It just didn't.
So you
I
think
didn't
there
get
might be
any
a delay?
Maybe.
Well, there's probably not going to be delayed, but I think when it releases, it's not going to be up to people's expectations and standards. From what
Well,
I
that wouldn't
saw
be
there,
shocking.
anyway.
I don't think this is
Yeah.
something I'm gonna play unless I see something like in the future.
And it's sad
that
because
really is like mind blowing.
When we saw the teaser trailer like 2 years ago, it looked fucking sick. It looked completely different than what they just showed us.
I don't even remember.
If I can, in my mind's eye, if I can remember, it was very dark. The way they were doing the spells and the colors and everything, it looked like a different game.
Well, that
I
could
didn't
still be
refresh my
there.
brain, but yeah, I'm interested. But it's not something I'm gonna like lose my sleep over. You know, I'll play it when it comes
I just
out.
love a good fantasy adventure. That's all.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah. I'm
it-
hoping it looks and feels more lively, than what they showed us when
Yeah.
it comes out. Is what I'm hoping. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I shall play it, and I shall let you know if you want.
okay.
I can be the player of that game. I would. That would be
Okay,
no
cool,
hardship.
yeah.
That would not be hardship for me.
Avowed's release window this
Fall
fall,
2024,
coming
right?
to Windows PC and Xbox Series X, and will launch day one on Game Pass.
Oh,
there you go.
excellent!
Wow.
Don't have
Okay,
to spend
cool.
$90.
$90.
$90. Carrying on. Next, we'll do Senua's Saga. Hellblade 2 by Ninja Theory.
Yes.
Now, this game looks... I think this game looks really special. It looks special. I'm 100% going to check this out.
What I have is finally we get to see some actual gameplay and not videos of Senua's fucking face
Face, yeah.
for 10 minutes.
Watching this feature made me feel like a fool for not having played Hellblade 1.
Yes, yep, that's exactly what I have to. I will definitely play the first one before this one comes out. I've got what,
Yeah.
2 months?
Yeah, and it's a quick one, too.
Okay, cool.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
Setting, Iceland.
Very sick. Yeah.
Very cool. It looks amazing. It looks unbelievable. This is going to look unreal on the OLED.
Yeah.
Just the cinematic journey that it looks like it's going to be, and I want to take this journey. Can
Very
we talk
cinematic.
about this binaural thing, though, they're talking about? Like binaural audio? Binaural? Doesn't that just mean stereo? Like,
No,
oh,
I thought he was
the
saying
game is
complete
stereo.
3D spatial audio. I couldn't really understand the guy,
I think
to be
He
honest.
said binaural. He was implying, like, yes, 3D, but, like, what is that different than other games? Like,
Binaural?
a lot of games are in surround sound, like, but binaural means having to do with 2 ears. Doesn't
Well,
that
did you
just mean-
Google it? The definition of binaural
Stereo?
audio in cinema universe. This studio seems to know how to craft. Like it looks like it's being meticulously crafted for like this wonderful cinematic adventure story, and it is got me excited for this one. So, like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I just find it weird about this binaural. Like, he's
Shorter.
like, you have to have your headphones. I'm like, headphones? Really?
yeah. Well,
That's just
yeah.
stereo, though. Like, how binaural could you possibly get
It could
in
just-
two
Maybe
speakers?
he could just
Maybe
be
it
referring
means-
to the space, the degrees in between of left and right. Like that you're getting that stereo
Yeah.
in the headphones, and you don't.
But
need
if
stereo
that is the
headphones or some
case,
shit.
I'm not using headphones. I would want that on my, like,
it is a
home
bit
theater,
weird. Because didn't he
on my
say?
surround sound.
Yeah, but
Didn't he-
they're gonna go with people. Gamers don't have home theater surrounds like you. You know, they have
Yeah.
the
He said most
7.1
people use
virtual
headphones
surrounds.
or whatever, right?
So what I'm thinking is it's the technology that does the virtual surround, and they're really getting into that. So it'll probably sound really good in the headphones as well as your home theater, but they're really dialing it in for headphones.
I think it's a big deal because it directly ties into the story of Senua's like psychosis, because that's like deeply rooted in your experience as the gamer. So I think that's why they are using it as such a big deal. And I was
the first one was kind of like that too. It was like
The voices
whispering
were
everywhere. Like, yeah.
Well, he mentioned
But,
how it improved in the second
I
one.
want to play it on the surround. But the thing is, what's this coming out on? Just PC and Xbox?
Yeah, Xbox Series X and PC.
So I can't play it on my fucking home theater.
Nope.
Great. Cool.
But you have Dolby Atmos app for your Windows PC.
Dobby?
Yeah. But it's just stereo, man.
Dobby digital
Yeah,
surround
well,
sound?
Stereo. It's still just stereo.
He did mention that in the first game, all they did with the spatial audio was the voices. Everything else was just regular stereo sound. So he's saying everything is now
True, that's what he said.
spatial
Yeah.
3D audio. So the music, the fucking effects, the water dripping, the everything.
Okay, cool.
This is
that
going
should
to be
interesting. But I
super
really want to play
immersive.
that on my fucking system, though.
You can't always get what you want, huh?
Well, actually, if I use Moonlight and Sunshine do
Yes, they do.
full
And HDR.
surround sound. So if it works with that, I could maybe play it over the network.
And I
downstairs.
can see that game being kind of slower paced, where you could probably remote play that pretty nicely versus like a shooter.
Oh, yes, I always enjoy games that have a good surround master. Like God of War had a good one, and I enjoyed playing that in the basement. I expect nothing less from this, and I'm sure it'll have better directionality than Call of Duty anyway. But yeah, we're all gonna play this probably, so that's cool.
yes,
Well, when's it coming out? March?
It's just says May 21.
Oh, May 21. Okay,
That's pretty
cool.
soon. Pretty sick.
Got some time.
Actually.
Got some time.
Yeah. What I want to finish off with is I'm here for the bleeding edge tech. Okay. And it looks like Ninja Theory is pushing the boundaries on the tech in game development. It looks amazing. It's going to sound amazing. It's going to be a short 8-hour experience. I'm all for this one here. So I'm going to play the first one and I'm going to get ready for the second one. And I'm going to go all in on this one for sure.
Cool. Okay. Next up, the pièce de résistance, perhaps, for us, maybe,
I think
Indiana Jones.
I think we're all agreeable here. This stole the fucking show.
The Great Circle. I am hyped. I am hyped for this game.
I was not expecting to get excited. I was like, oh, Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I was like-
know, because just because the latest movies are just like,
Yeah,
whatever.
before we were talking about it on the Discord, and I was like, as long as it doesn't have time travel or fucking aliens, then it should be pretty good. And what did they do? They put it right between the two of the best of the fucking series.
Yeah. Right
Fucking
between the
Lost
second
Ark.
and third movie.
And Last Crusade. Boom. Right in the middle. Beautiful.
Was Temple of
Fantastic.
Doom the first one? No, Temple of Doom was the second one. No?
It's between Temple of Doom and Last Crusade.
It's between Temple of Doom and Last Crusade. So
No, I
between
thought
the
it was
second-
Lost
Technically,
Ark.
it is still in between Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
And Last
But it's between the
Crusade.
second and third movie. A 90s kids growing up in the 90s. Indiana Jones
was fucking huge.
was a big deal
Yeah.
for us, I would say. We are huge fans of the series. It was like formative for us. That sense of adventure and historical mystery, I
Yeah.
just love that. I love that so much. I think that's why I like movies like National Treasure and Da Vinci Code, that kind of thing. It just stems from my love of Indiana Jones, I think. So I am really looking forward to this. We might have to call this episode Indiana Jones Hype. Hype, 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 hype.
I'm hoping for more of like a... I really loved Last Crusade. Like, that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
And I think it's because, it goes Last Crusade for me and then Lost Ark. Because it's more religiously tied and like, it's got that.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, I really like that stuff. I'm hoping the Great Circle, stupid name by the way, has to do with that kind of like, religious.
Like theological?
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. More theologian.
I don't know, man. It's hard to say in this day and age. A lot of people might be, a lot of might not be,
Yeah, that's true. But
Yeah.
during the whole like myth of the Nazis looking for the spear that pierced Christ and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like-
just cool though.
That's just cool shit, and I want that to be in this game. That's what
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping, the stories that they're telling looks pretty cool.
Yeah, we got God Howard in there working on this
Oh
one.
man,
Yeah.
God, Howard.
As soon as I saw him in the trailer, I just lit up in the
Yeah.
direct. I was like, there he is. I don't know why.
yeah.
I get so happy when I see him. I don't know why.
because
actually
he loves what he does so
loves
much.
games.
I think I
Yeah,
do
he just
get that.
loves
Yeah.
games. You know?
I mean, I actually
fuck.
laughed when it showed like the FPS view of you just grabbing guys and just beating the
Just
shit out of
fucking-
them.
yeah.
Just punching the shit. Yeah, man, and using like the whip in first person. I think this could be really, really fun.
Yeah, about first person. What do you guys think about that?
That's fine. I don't
Yeah.
mind that at all.
I'm fine
I was
with
expecting.
fine with
yeah, I wasn't fine with it when they're like, oh, first person. I saw the first. I was like, really? I was like, what about? I want to see Indy's like outfit. I want to see his like silhouette.
Yeah.
And then the moment I said that, she's like, don't worry, we'll zoom out and show the iconic silhouette and zoom out during these like environmental whatever. I was like, perfect.
Traversal, yeah, I
Excellent.
really like that
Yeah.
because it's just a
the
best of
cutscenes,
both
too.
worlds.
Yeah,
And the
'Cause it looks
cutscenes make
like-
it kind of
cutscenes, yeah.
make it kind of feel like you're watching like one of the old movies. That's what it felt like.
yes, it felt
Like,
it
that's
felt
where I
They
very
had
like-
true.
Marcus Brody in there.
Yes.
Marcus, you gave the diary to Marcus.
He'll
Dear
blend in.
God.
He'll disappear.
He speaks 5 languages. You'll never find him. Excuse me. Do you speak English? Does anybody else speak English? Oh, they got Marcus Brody in there. I love it. I love
Fucking
it.
awesome.
It looks
And
like
I was
it'd
just
be a
getting
game
chills.
like traditionally enjoyed in third person. You know, that's a really cool creative choice for them to make it deliberate so that, you know, environment traversal, like hitting things with your whip and crawling up pipes and then it'll zoom out. Because you want to see Indy in that jacket and that hat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
But I am
absolutely.
very interested in this space that a game like Uncharted or Tomb Raider would typically fill, but we finally actually
Uncharted.
get
That's
an
another
Indiana.
game I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
forgot
instead
to
it's
mention
finally
Uncharted.
Indiana Jones instead of
Yes.
just being held over for something that isn't.
this is the OG. You know?
Exactly.
He's the OG.
That's a very good point. I completely forgot. Like Uncharted 4 is one of my favorite all time games.
Yeah, that's
and
fantastic.
another thing. It just stems from Indiana Jones. It's just that's what it is. You know,
There's
what I
a
mean?
lot of weight to this.
Yeah,
a lot
this
of
is a
weight.
big deal. This has to be good. It has to be good. It's going to be a huge disappointment if this is not good. But
Yeah.
it looks like they may actually bring a faithful representation of what we grew up loving into
Mm-hmm.
a modern game, not like these stupid new movies that they come out with, like
Oh, yeah.
with the fucking aliens.
The
and
latest one
They-
was
They also made a good point about talking about different facets of the game and how it contributes to the experience. Like they brought up the music featurette. They showed the orchestra in the live room recording, and they were like, you know, we have to do John Williams kind of like scores justice with our
but we can't
composer and our
afford him.
score. No. Well, I don't know. Who knows? They might, but maybe they're just trying to kind of, you know, maybe John Williams.
Do you
doesn't
know
wanna
this
do
guy
video
that they've
games. I don't
chosen,
know.
Daniel? Have you
His
listened to
name
him at all?
sounded familiar. I don't recall it right now.
Gordy Hobb.
Okay, no, I don't know him. He might have done shit we do know
name-
though.
Yeah,
But
Gordy
he
Hobb.
did the new Star Wars games.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's like a
Nick says
Nick-
he did the
Nick
the
from Friday Night
Jedi
Gamecast
Survivor.
likes to call him a
Poor
light
man's
version. Yeah,
light
yeah.
version.
Well, if he
of,
captures the spirit,
John
that's
Williams.
that's the seat he occupies, right? That's his niche. So
Right.
So he's going to be rolling in it, you know, for games that
Yeah,
come out
the
like this,
sound-
especially Star Wars and
Man,
stuff.
imagine being that guy. It's like, okay, I'm a cheap version who can be hired to make your music sound like
John
Williams.
Williams,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Exactly.
to have that place. That's
Yeah.
funny.
So they took care about that. I'm glad.
yeah. When they were showing the direct or the trailers and everything, the sound I felt just coming out of like the trailer sounded great. Like the crunching of the stones and the grinding of the stones, the music sounded really good.
Yeah.
Really good. I think that's going to be really cool. Like first person, very immersive. The rolling of the stones, the placing of objects. I think it's going to be very satisfying.
The rolling of stones. I think I got a good idea for a thumbnail. It's gonna be, you know how in was it Temple of Doom? at the beginning where he has to like swap the thing on the pedestal with like.
Yep, Temple of Doom.
We'll show that, but the thing on the pedestal will be our little logo, our circle logo.
Oh yeah, nice.
I want to say, Jerk Gustafson, loved that guy.
Jerk.
Yeah,
His name is Jerk.
Jerk Gustafson.
Oh,
Jerk?
it's a
He
game
just
designer, I
seemed
think.
the presenter, the first guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He looks
just
like the
seemed
guy
so,
from.
yeah, he looked very familiar, and I was
He
like,
looks like
this
the guy from freaking Boardwalk Empire, the cop, the guy who's
Oh
the
yeah,
the
yeah,
guy,
yeah.
the really stoic guy that's in. He plays the drug dealer in that the Seth Rogen Christmas movie. He plays
Yeah,
the
and
drug
he plays Superman's
Michael
rival,
Hanna,
Oh, yeah,
Michael
Man of Steel.
Hanna or
dealer. Yeah,
something.
he plays fucking General Zod.
Zod, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he looks
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
The Ghost
I found
of Christmas
he
weed.
Yeah. I don't think the Thanos even seen that movie.
I was gonna watch it this year, I forgot.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's good.
I'm sorry, but I can only take Seth Rogen in like
He's hilarious.
minuscule doses. I can't fucking
No,
stand
it's
him.
very funny. Very, very fucking stupid too, but very funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But Jerk Gustafson, it seems like he's in love with what he's doing here, and I think with him really pushing that, he's very excited, and the way he's talking about it, it's coming across like this is. I think this is going to be great, guys. I think this one's going to be great.
And the name of that studio is
Machine
What?
Gun.
I don't remember. Machine
Games.
Gun
Machine
Games.
Gun.
Cool.
Yeah, Machine Gun Games.
Todd Howard said he wouldn't have anyone else do it.
Yeah, from
he
his,
said.
other than his buddies that probably greased his pockets.
That's high praise.
God Howard's
yeah.
greasy pockets.
Well, that's that. I think that's just going to be the best thing to look forward to for me anyway. My new. I didn't even have this on my radar when we were doing like games to look forward to.
Nate from Gaming Together mentioned, he's like, oh, they'll probably do a thing on Indiana Jones. I was like, oh yeah, I can. Yeah. And then bam, it was like the better one out of all of them in the show. It was pretty sick. This one's coming out sometime in 2024 on Windows, PC, and Xbox Series X. There's still no solid date, so they're probably
Man,
really
do I have
getting
to get
that.
a Series X for like Senua, Saga?
You only
Indiana
have the
Jones.
one. You have the Xbox One. I think it's time to chuck that in the fucking trash.
No, you got a One X, don't you?
I have a One X, but these games aren't made for Xbox One.
No, they
They're made
are
for
not.
Series.
Yeah.
So it is coming out for S.
It says X Pipe S.
Right. And Hellblade as well?
Yes. Yeah. X and S. I don't think Microsoft is ever going to leave the Series
No.
S in the dust.
No, they wouldn't do that.
They can't. Microsoft Studios can't do that.
No.
The third party guys, they'll do it. Right?
I hope they do.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
I
3
think
out of
that's
5
it.
games I'm anticipating. That ain't bad. 3 out of 5 ain't bad.
So overall, what would you give a score to the Direct? 3 out of 5?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
What's the
I'd
score
say-
out of 10.
Maybe a little higher because of the
Yeah.
production was pretty cool. Like
The production was very well done. I'd say 7, 7.5.
7 out of 5.
7.5 out of 10.
7.5 out of 10
For Nasty
for the
D.
Direct. Okay, that's pretty good. I would agree. Dandolf?
Yeah. Yeah, I would have to say that 3 out of 5 games works out to about 7-ish, 7.5.
6. 3 out of 5 is mathematically 6 out of 10.
Well, then I'm gonna have to give it a 6. No, it was okay. The I do, I always appreciate good production too, and them kind of obviously reading from all these scripts. You can just see their eyes doing this. And we cannot
Yes.
wait for you to play this game.
Yeah. I did notice that a bit.
Well, what do you...
I mean, they have
can't-
so much to talk about. They
You
have to
can't
script
ad-lib it. What
but-
about the one guy who was like, someone walked in the back and he's like, oh, hey, Dan. And it was
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
he was
remember.
obviously, that was not scripted. And he's like, we started in his basement.
Oh,
I have-
okay, no.
For final remarks, I have the Direct wasn't groundbreaking. There was no like crazy shadow drops. I don't think a lot of people were expecting any kind of crazy shadow drop
No.
like last time.
I think
But it
people
was-
were
I didn't
hoping
even
for it,
know-
but they weren't expecting it.
Yeah, but I
didn't
think
even
it was
know
nice.
Indiana
It was nice to see some of these games finally get more light, like Avowed. Even though Avowed doesn't look like what they originally showed me, or it kind of looks very early still. But other than that, like Indiana Jones was fucking lit. Like that's hype train for me right now. Senua's Sacrifice looks dope as hell. and everything's on Game Pass. So, yeah, I'd say it's pretty freaking good on this
Okay.
Direct.
Agreed. All right, so that's it, guys. Let us know in the comments what you thought of the Xbox Direct. Leave a like on the video, comment down below, subscribe if you liked what you saw. We're going to be doing this every episode with our today's topic. So hit us up on Twitter or Instagram or any of our socials with any comments or questions, and have a good one.
Peace.
See ya.